During this session, and especially during the day, I have come to realize that I may have been doing too much and pushing too hard, even though nothing that I've been doing was really hard when it comes to the shoulder health. And the previous day, when I was trying all these push-up positions at different angles to see how my shoulder reacted to that, every time that I was feeling pain, it was exacerbating the issue. And throughout the day, I was actually feeling discomfort in the shoulder when not moving it. So I may have regressed quite a bit, or maybe it's just a signal from my body to take it easy on those movements that cause pain and to do something that it doesn't instead. Luckily, most pulling movements are so far still exempt from this feeling of discomfort in the shoulder, and so I can actually do some work there, even though at the very end range of motion, when I pulled my elbow all the way behind my body, I started feeling a pull into the shoulder that is not pleasant. So when I am going into very, very deep rowing movements, I do feel that. When I was doing those L-sit pull-ups, I did not really feel any discomfort, so that is really good. Push-ups right now are the only pushing movement that I can actually do for high repetitions without feeling any sort of discomfort. I do sometimes feel like there is something happening in the shoulder that it doesn't like, but it's probably because I am not really paying attention to what I'm doing. And as soon as I address my technique, it all goes away. What I think happens in the rings, when I'm using the rings, is that there is too much freedom for the shoulder, for the arm to move, and all the small changes in alignment in the shoulder cause me to feel the pain. But since my hands are fixed on the floor in a push-up, that does not really happen. Not to the same extent, at least. Here I was doing some band work, so some pull-aparts, some shoulder raises, trying really to get into a pattern of movement that does not really give me an annoyance. So find the moment where the pain starts creeping in, when even just a slight discomfort comes in, and just avoid that range of motion and going into just shy of that, really. And I was doing some work for the elbows, and in the form of bend, bicep and triceps work. So some curls, some extensions, getting into a deep squat, bodyweight squat, feeling the joints, releasing, and then going into some bodyweight squats. This is mainly to get some work in for my lower body, which I cannot really do much with unless it's just bodyweight. I mean, everything here is bodyweight, but I think that the lower body gets more of a disadvantage in this situation. And here, getting into some more targeted work for the inside of the shoulder. This is the exercise that does not really cause me any annoyance at all, because this is actually meant for the external rotators. In here, pushing the arm outwards onto an object that is not going to move loads the external rotators, and as you move inwards, that creates a loaded stretch onto that muscle, and this is the preferred way for that to move, because the rotator cuff is a complex that is meant to be moving, to be contracting while being elongated. So throughout the eccentric, this is where they work to counterbalance that eccentric force or the concentric force in case it's the opposite one. And in here, the first exercise that I'm doing is for the external rotators, which is doing fine right now, and the feeling that I'm getting in there is really great. So once I get as much blood as I can in the shoulder, I do the opposite one, which is causing me pain because it pulls the muscle that is inflamed right now, and it's not happy about that. And so I need to be very, very careful when I'm doing these exercises, but they do work. Ciao.